Hello, the channel. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Round about just now, when you're watching this, or just after, I'll have my further thoughts out on the Sorare 2026. But we'll get back into a bit of a routine. There's not been that much by way of rewards, etc. But we're going to do a bit of lineup building. Still a couple of sort of quiet-ish weeks coming up, but we're only a couple of weeks away from Europe coming back, early access cards, etc. So maybe a wee bit of excitement returning. Must admit, I'm not really got too excited for the Club World Cup, etc. Did take the decision to pass on the Real Madrid guys, which I'm pretty relieved about, to be honest. I'm just glad to get rid of them. Wasn't really a big success, obviously, but they seem to be doing a bit better under Xabi Alonso, so that will probably be what's happening. Anyway, let's do the game week preview. Pressing the wrong buttons already. We're back. We're back with a vengeance. Can of Coke Zero preview. Let's go. So, on to this week. Again, if you're kind of new at the channel, if you just signed up to Sorare, this is Spreadsheet by Sorare Probabilities, S underscore probabilities on X or Twitter. It is a paid service. I wish I'd designed it myself, but yeah, it's got loads of incredible stuff in it. So, we've got this filtered to expected goals first and foremost. See what the best fixtures are for goals. There's not that much on this weekend, to be honest. I mean, obviously we will have a Club World Cup final, so there'll be specific comps for that. As I record this, Real Madrid haven't played in the other semi-final yet, so we'll see who ends up playing against Chelsea. So we've got Bodo Glimt 2.84 XG. You do have Evgen, Hoga, Bjorkan, everything all flying about. No in-season stuff there. Los Angeles against Dallas. Dallas have been pretty poor. Bit surprised. I thought with Luciano Acosta going there, they would be relatively good. Supplying Musa, but not really worked out. Orlando, I think, is quite good fixture against Montreal. I mean, Montreal have been pretty poor. Martin Ojeda, etc. Pasalic has been really good. Cruz Azul also got the Mexican teams back, so they're not going to be in season anymore. So that's interesting. There's going to be classic pieces and in season contender moving forward. I'm not that surprised. I mean, obviously, if you're like a kind of Mexican aficionado or you're from that neck of the woods, then you'd be disappointed. But the cards didn't really sell for much, and yeah, I mean, it's probably just a commercial decision from Sorare. Ulsan, so it's good to see them back. They'll have a lot of fixtures coming up. I think I'm due a bit of payback with Ulsan. I mean, I'm still not overall disappointed I picked him out, etc. I mean, Joe Yin Woo, Kim Gwon were crucial in the Harangi win as well for $3,000, so I can't complain at all. But super rare level with them being in Club World Cup, obviously it's been tougher fixtures, but Diageo, or Diageo, or whatever you call him, never pronounce that right, Hoodwink always wants to kick my nuts. They've been pretty poor, so Ulsan at home, they'll want to get back to winning ways. Pretty good fixture. Cezinha, I think, is just coming back, played a bit in the Cup, but probably not up to full speed. Rosenborg, so Rosenborg are going to be in contender, and not in sort of challenger with Celtic, etc. But for the moment, in contender against HamCam. We've got Toluca, Minnesota there against Earthquakes. Inter Miami against Nashville stands out. I mean, Messi's in a lot of games, so you'll see whether or not he plays midweek. Nashville have been really good, right? So, I'd imagine they'll try and be pretty solid there. As away from home, I think that Messi will probably be rotated midweek and he'll play against Nashville because obviously Nashville are going very well. So it's going to be an interesting one. So moving back to players, etc., I have actually had a marginal piece of success. It's not like big success or anything, but I've actually had hit the first streak in limited and in rare. So it's going to be an interesting one because I think I'm going to be a bit of a beneficiary from the streaks changing. Just from the point of view of I do have classic Messi rare, which I haven't shelled out for the end season. So that's going to help me enormously, I think, deal with the streaks. But let's pick out something by way of limited just now. So I have actually done my sort of contender drafts as well. We give the game away too much in super rare there, but we can. So it's not going to be a big guess. Is Ulsan's there? The other thing I'd point out is Angel Di Maria's moved to Rosario, so we'll have a wee look in terms of who are bought after we've done a wee lineup here on MLS just to be a bit more topical. So it's not going to be an easy weekend. I think that I probably just don't have enough depth to really attack the streaks properly, but Kalina, I'm quite pleased to see him up the top here. I mean, they've been awful, right? 32% clean sheet, but you'd imagine he's going to be busy. Score's been really poor, but he's better than that. Definitely is better. Picked up Lucas Engel recently. I've noticed that he's kind of playing as a sort of more of a left centre back, and he's picking up a bit of AA. So 20 quid I thought was actually very good for him. I guess I could drop him down, but I don't really want to, if that makes sense. So I'm going to have to really sort of stick it out with somebody from Nashville, I think. I'm not going to really be stacking them, so I think it's got to be Najar. I guess I could probably play Rodriguez, right? Because I'm not getting anything really strong in rare either. But yeah, I think I'll probably just go with Najar. Where's Rodriguez? I don't have him in limited actually. Hang on, see what his projected score is. Jackson Rain. So Engel only projected 50, but I don't think that's really taking into account the change of position yet. Rodriguez projected 59. Might just plug him into limited actually, because I don't know if I'm going to have anything strong by way of the rare side, and I do have some good sort of options in terms of mids. So limited wise, Pasalic is going to go out of season soon, so that's a shame. Gold not back yet. Can't use obviously a out of season card here at the moment, so that's a shame. Yeah, I think Pasalic got to be the pick because Montreal have been really poor. Just been really poor. Yeah, bad form. Then got Dreyer, who's been exceptional, and I just don't think you can really leave out Messi. I mean, yeah, I guess if you bought a Messi card, then you've got to use him. Dreyer's going to go out a season as well, so that's a shame. But looking at the other options, obviously Zinkernagel's been great. Mukhtar probably going to go on our team. Probably going to go with Dreyer, and then yeah, got to captain Messi, right? I mean, it's Nashville, and Nashville have been good, but I don't think like you can really think beyond that too much. So yeah, here we're on the first of the streaks here. Next one's $5 and $3.70. It's not really that high. What's happening with UI? Select captain. That's because I've closed it down, right? Because I'm just an idiot. It's my fault. Never me blaming the UI there. It's my fault. I never confirmed the lineup. That mad sound that you get. Rare wise, going to be struggling a bit more. I mean, there only really is one choice here. I don't really want to lose my in season team one, so I'm probably going to put Nashville in Division Two. I mean, the good thing with this is you can still qualify for the streak in Division Two. I guess I don't really need to stack them like that aggressively. Could go with Engel. Can't play Messi in here anyway. Hani Mukhtar, I think's yeah, so I'm probably going to go with Pasalic. Got to go with Sam Sturridge because don't really have anybody else up there. And then it's between Mihailovic and Mukhtar. Probably going to go with Mukhtar actually. Captain, I can go for Pasalic. I think that's achievable. I mean, obviously, what's going to have to happen is going to be under 3 goals. So Willis is going to be busy. So we need to hope that sort of Miami don't smash. Which possible could be tight. Salic do well against Montreal and Engel with a bit of AA. And we could, I mean, 405. Yeah, I'm not that hopeful if I'm perfectly honest. But there we go. Anyways, let's get back. We'll have a wee look at Contender as well. I'm not going to have much for Club World Cup, but let's have a look at all the different options that I've got there without giving away my exact teams because Super Rare is a bit competitive from that point of view. But I think there's some real standouts here this week. I mean, if you're playing, obviously, River at home, 60% clean sheets, incredible. George Brune, definitely one I'd recommend. I picked up his Super Rare earlier on the season. Got a bit of a gap in Argentina, so Yeah, that's been a bit of a bummer, but it feels as if we're coming back online. The other good thing, I suppose, is, and I obviously talk about the negatives of maybe like Celtic moving into Challenger and not being built around that. Come back to recent buys in a wee minute, but it means that I've got a clear run at Contender still, and guys like Jorg Brun or whatever is going to be invaluable. Insfran, interesting one. They tend to face a lot of shots, so he's got high projected score, and that's probably just based on like AA and stuff. But 50% nearly clean sheet percentage, pretty interesting. Joe Ian were a wee bit further down there, but Diago, I don't know. I mean, they've been a bit hit or miss this season. Sergio Ramos up there. Pintado is definitely one who's pretty cheap. I mean, home fixture, good attacking fullback, puts in a bit of AA, etc. We've got Vélez have come on the platform now. I wonder what's happening with other Argentinian teams. I have seen a lot of previous seasons, River, been a bit later, so I wonder if that's just like license and stuff. Kim Young-won's just extended with Ulsan, really been underperforming with Club World Cup stuff and everything. Then obviously if you're going to go at clean sheet angle, Quarta, Montiel, etc., River, pretty essential. Midfield wise, again, Ulsan kind of dominating a wee bit, but these are my players, by the way. This is not the whole field. Kosam Biam, Bojanic, still got Holga, Canales, guys like that flying about. I do think with the update, and obviously a separate video on the update, but a lot of these guys, will go up in value because they can contribute towards streaks. So watch out for that. And then up front, Carlsbach's been brilliant. A hat trick last game. Casper Hoga, definitely if you can get one. Niemi tried to buy mine recently. I said no. Not a lot about. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I've updated this actually, or whether it's updated having Di Maria there, but I do have a Di Maria forward card, and Angel Di Maria I think will be pretty good at Rosario, so definitely I would be looking out for that. I think that's a good move. He'll be involved in everything you would imagine. So what have been my sort of recent moves? I picked up a Jan Sommer, so I mean he has been linked with Galatasaray, but so has like 50 or 60 players. I mean that's like Galatasaray just about to spend like 70 million on Simhen, so I don't think they're going to be splashing out in any other Champions League finalists, but you never know, seem to have a lot of money. Sommer is an interesting one because in terms of new update, he's going to be champ classic, which I don't mind because I do have some like obviously Liverpool stack. I've got like some other guys kicking about, Kevin De Bruyne, so I'll be able to make up some 7 men teams there if I want, but also because of this nuance of there not being champion season, he's going to be challenger in season, which means that actually if I'm hitting the streaks, I could run him with Celtic, which is bonkers. Balak Grisha looks pretty likely to go to Celtic. He's looking, it's looking like one of the main targets now. Nicholas Kuhn's going to Como. Perens moving to Krasnodar, 24 quid, can't be minted again. Scored pretty well in France, bit of a no-brainer for me. Lucas Engel explained earlier, I think 20 quid. I mean, I think the thing with the MLS cards and everything now is probably more palpable in terms of actually being able to like have a go at the streaks now, because cards have come down in value. Just keep an eye out for that. You can get value elsewhere. And what have I been doing in terms of super rare? So Jiro Kubo's excellent at the moment. 60 quid, like I think it's going to be insane value. Guy I can use for the rest of the season. I mean the J League plays until like the first week in December. Thomas Duck Yang, really cheap. Just finding his feet at Marinos. Isaac Janssen was linked with Celtic. I think he's going to Nice. Good young player, but I'll probably pass him on if somebody wants to buy him. Kevin De Bruyne I picked up. I mean, like, is Kevin De Bruyne right? 200 quid? I mean, the guy's like a peak scorer. If you look at his scores, he had like a couple of 70s for Belgium, still doing it at international level. He had some injuries and things last season, but I think he's clear of that now. Nice break over the summer. Could see him smashing up the Serie A, honestly. Jaminton Campaz and 30 quid's ridiculously cheap. Pretty good player. Not been knocking it off, but I think, Campaz, I think, usually played left wing. Di Maria's mostly played right wing. I've picked up Di Maria kind of with a view at this game week and also for the rest of the season. That's not going to be in season for very long, like probably only a week or two. But it's $900 for first this week, right? And, sometimes you've got to just make a punt at it. I'll have lots of cards available so I can mix in the 4-1 and everything pretty soon anyway. So, if it goes classic, then you can still use in Super Rare just now, and then there's going to be the changes to Super Rare and unique running in together. But I think Di Maria will be pretty good at Rosario. We'll see how quickly he gets cards and everything there as well, obviously, in terms of new season supply. So I guess I could have waited, but there's no cards at the moment, and I kind of wanted them for this week. There's not a lot of good forwards about in Contender this week as well. Anyway, I don't have much by way of midweek, so there definitely won't be any rewards video on Friday, but that's a nice 15 minutes. We can get back into stride. Do have a holiday coming up soon, so I'm going away the day that the Celtic cards and everything get launched, so that's interesting. But we'll definitely have some content ramping up again towards the end of the month. As far as I know, I think I'm going to be doing the Predictor 5 stuff for Celtic again. Have a chat with the guys about that, but yeah, I think that that's looking likely as well, and then we're going to go from there. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I know I've been a bit light on content, but it's been the summer, there's not been much on, it's never really going to get much by way of views, wasn't really that engaged in the Club World Cup, etc. So yeah, that was probably the right decision, I think. But anyway, if you're playing this game week, we'll end in customary fashion. Good luck and go fuck.